Okay, today's lesson is about how to 3D print a part that you've constructed. You can see up the top here I've got a keyring drawn, and the keyring is called keyring IPT, which is a part. So you've actually got to print off the part. You can't print off a sketch or anything like that. So here we go. Number one, you need to come up here, and we can't actually print an IPT file, so we're going to have to convert it. So you want to go File. A little bit tricky, this one. You need to hover over Save As and then click Save Copy As. What that allows you to do is come up to this section here. Now this is where your project is. I've saved my keyring under KGSC keyring in Inventor, and you can see that there's the part there in my project. So what I need to do is to save it as an STL file. So at the moment it's on All Files. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to find STL. There it is. And this is the file that's going to talk to the 3D printer, or the program that I use for the 3D printer. So I'm going to click on that. You can see that it's gone keyring STL, and I'm going to save it. Now what that's done is it's actually saved this keyring as an STL file underneath your project next to your keyring part file. Okay, what we're going to do now is we could actually close Inventor up because we've got those files already stored away. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up this program here. It's called FLASHPRINT. You can download it. It's free, and it's designed to actually talk to the 3D printer. So it's actually going to save that STL file as a GX code so that it talks to the 3D printer. So what do we do first? First of all, we go Load, and it will look for your file. Now, the best way to do this is to come up through to your Documents, find Inventor, and you can see that I've got the keyring there, and there's the STL file. Of course, because it's only looking for these sorts of files, that's the only file there at the moment. So I'm going to click on that and open it. It's off the platform. Do you want to put it on the platform? Yes, you can't print it off the platform. So you go yes. Now it doesn't look like it's there, but if you zoom in, you can see that there it is there. It's very small. So what we're going to do is we're going to scale it up. Now for some reason or other, it makes it 1/10 of the size. So you need to make this 1000. Notice how I've got uniform scaling. If you go uniform scaling and you change this to 1000, which is 10 times what that is, when you click on the others, it automatically makes them all the same percentage. So you get a proportionate file. Okay, make sure that you got this correct. You can set it up to maximum, let's just make it the biggest one possible, but I want this one to be 100% size, and unfortunately you've got to put it on 1000%. Okay, close that. We're going to rotate it because we don't want it there, we want it sitting down on the ground. So I'm going to go click on this like this, and if I come out here, oops, select the model, come out here, if I just click on one of these, eventually I will find the right one. There it is, that's the one I want to go. Surface to platform. Okay, so we're going to close that, and now we're going to move it. Now, I don't know why this happens, but if you hit this move one, you'll notice that the Y and the X are 0, the Z is not. That means that that is 23.21 millimeters off the deck. So you actually want to print this on the deck. Even though it's got on platform down here, and you can push that, you still need to make this 0. Don't ask me why, I just happen to know that that's the case. You can click on platform if you want. There it is, all 0, and we're right to go. Alrighty, so that's actually ready to print, almost. What we're going to do now is to come up here and print. What you do is you put a USB into your computer, and you'd hit print. Now, this is exactly what you need to have set up. The first thing you need to do is to make sure that you've got the right printer. Our printer is a FlashForge Guider 2, and in the pull down menu, when you first set this up, you'll actually find what machine it is. PLA, enable, so you've got some rafts and supports if needed, If it doesn't need it, it won't use it. I like to use a standard. If you want to go something that's only prototypes, then you might go low. Down here, you think that you're probably all ready, but you need to go more option. This is your layer height, so every time it goes around in a circle, that's how much it prints out, and the first layer is this thickness here. Now, this is pretty important. I really need you to go to temperature, and when you first load this file here, it will say 210, which is fine, but this one is always 30. So what I want you to do is to set that to 50. Once you've got that done, and it's the same with all your options, so you've got layer height and all that sort of stuff. This is the important one, the temperature, 210 to 50, because that's what our 3D printer will be. It won't work otherwise. Save configuration. Then you go OK. Now we're ready to print that, and you can export it. Now when you export it, it's just going to go to whatever file. So you're going to look for your 3D printer, your USB, and you should be right to go. You just got to plug it into the machine and start it normally. Okay, hope that helps. You can download this, or you can send the STL file to me, and I'll go through this process as well. Okay, good luck.